Alright guys, Whiskey Sierra Modding here. Hopefully y'all can hear me this time. My sound, I don't know what's wrong with my microphone, but it's giving me all kinds of issues, so hopefully you can hear me halfway decent. I'll go over a couple of things here. This one is a model I'm finished with. I don't have it in game yet, but I'm working on it. Right north step deck. It's going to get ramps that are stored under the deck, activated by the cover key, which is N. That will be for PC only, of course. It's a gorgeous model, full UDIM, with the exception of the decals and the wood. That's all UV map stuff. You can see it's a really detailed model, full details. It's just ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, every single nut, screw, everything's perfect. It's ready for animations. I mean, it's just ready to go. It's got to do the little static lights, and I'll get it in game. And it should be good to go. I'll go ahead and fire up FS19 here, and I'll show you some things. I'll try to go over them quick. I've already recorded one video, but the volume was way too low, so we're going to try it again. See what happens. Shit, is that going to record me twice? Probably is. Pardon my French. I hate technical difficulty.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get.
Go away. Thank you. Let me just do this for now so I can actually hear what I'm doing, what I'm saying. Alright. Mercer County. It's loading better after the updates, but before it was like painfully slow. It took like 20-30 minutes to get anything going on this game, I swear. It made working on mods so much harder. Yeah. Now where am I? Oh, where do we start here? Like I said, I was recording, and the last video sucked with the volume, so I'll try to run everything through run through everything quick. But y'all know this update has been released. This was the day Kev Cascadia first Fortnite I done for Farming Simulator. It's still gonna give me those issues, isn't it? Oh well. We'll roll with it for now. So you have the Detroit sounds from the DD15 and all those, and I think Series 60 straight five. It's on Mod Network. It's on Mod Hub too. So if you go to Mod Hub, don't download the Mod Hub link. Download the Mod Network link. Alrighty, New Holland CR10. Combine. Now last year, this is the first mod I actually ever released when I first started my page on Facebook. Yeah, it needed a lot of work. I didn't really know what I was doing back then, so much like I know now. This one I actually submitted to Giants last night, so fingers crossed they'll treat me better this time than they did last time on the Forge Cruiser. Forge Cruiser, apparently they just got tired of testing it. Every time I fixed something, they would tell me what to fix, and I would fix that, and they would reject it again. And the last time, after I fixed everything they told me to fix, they were like, we're not going to test this anymore, so please stop submitting it. I was like, alright. I was pissed because it took me forever to get it ready. Me and ADub modding. It took us both forever working on it to get it ready. And then, you know, they just say, screw you. But this one, fingers crossed on it. I submitted it last year, but it didn't have an opening door or anything like that, but now it does. So we're going to see if that makes any difference. As you can see, with the mouse control, hold down the right and left mouse button, just like with the Forge Cruiser. It has everything's animated, every part is separated. This. The original version of it last year, everything modded was actually done itself. It had been leaked. I used that letter, and not knowing anybody released it with that letter. And he's not happy about that, understandably, but I apologized and we didn't know what they were doing. And said it was fine. On this version, I actually paid my own, so I have to use my phone. And I just separated all this, and I extruded out some mesh and just made a longer, lighter platform with the wider tire on it. It's the rest of this tractor leaked out, the rest of this really sponsoring. I don't know if I've announced it yet or not. I probably not, just not have time. But I am sponsored by them. All Hollow Knight, every case I reach. And Hollow Knight I do from now on is going to be sponsored by them. So, pretty exciting stuff. Going through the store options here. Alright. If I kind of sound funny every now and then, I'm using my Corsair headset, but I'm listening to myself through it. So it's kind of odd to me, listening to myself talk. But anyway, I listen to the recording of my voice and not realizing how much of a hick I sound like. So anyway, here it is in the store. Like I said, all new textures, redone. Has the in-game normal and specular maps like it's supposed to have. So this was all smooth and shiny and just plain looking. But now it has all the textures it's supposed to have. Everything's animated. The axles, all that stuff wasn't animated on the other one. It's all animated now. So you get the stock grain tank and you get the Lizard XL. I had spoke to Sid Modding back in April, and he gave me the okay to use this one because I had planned on redoing it, and I just never got around to it. But now I just completely redone it from the ground up, and got the file size down from like, I think it was 70, 80 megabytes to 11 megabytes, which is insane. There's Austin Wiley from ADub. He's helped me out a lot on this, and he made new story images, and he's cleaned up the files and stuff for me, checked a lot of things I might have missed. He's been a big help me trying to get stuff on the official mod hub. So hopefully this will get on there. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Don't hold your breath though. Hopefully it gets all platforms. But this is a Damar XL. I just named it Lizard for console purposes in case it does get published. we're coming up on a year in a month of me being in the modding community on Facebook. So what's going to happen is whether it gets published or not on the official Mod Hub, it will be released as a 1-year anniversary edition. Excuse me, 1-year anniversary on my page. So wheel and tire options, you get the factory New Holland tracks with Midas tires. You get the wide singles, duals. That's Midas or Midas. CNH tracks, which is the quad tracks. It's from the quad truck, I should say. But same trucks I used on the Forge Harvester. I was tempted to use the 3D tracks, but I couldn't get up with it KMN, so I just left it this way. Smart tracks, row crop duals, wide singles, and wide duals, which I run these a lot. These are my favorite wheels on here. It's a rear lighting package. Let's see. Something I haven't done, as you can see, like it's this normal American configuration, right? So you got the triangle, you got the extremity lights, and boom, you have the European configuration. So I separated all this in Blender and just added all these back in as an option, so everybody can have something with it. But that's that mod. Show you. As you know, the one I did last year had grain extensions, but it didn't have an actual extension. So this is a factory's 14,500 liters, 21.5 for the Lizard XL. So also the rest of the tires I probably forgot. You do get trail board, single and duals, and you get LSWs. Try to keep this as short as possible. I think the last one was pushing an hour. I'm sure y'all don't like watching hour-long videos. Probably got better things to do. I'm off today. My wife's not home, so I don't really have anything better to do. As you can see, the European version that was in the game, number one, had the front 3-point hitch. This one does not. This one also does not have those door handles for the front windshield to open. I removed all that. It will have an opening door. I just haven't got the animations right yet, so they're not bound in anything right now. because I really got to change this. This drives me insane every time. Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. All right, so option wise, it's gonna get GPS option. It's gonna get opening sunroof, opening door, and configurable beacons, so you can have left or right or none at all. And it is also sponsored by West Hills Tractor, Jonesboro, Tennessee. We'll go through the store options here. I got a lot of Ford New Holland stuff. Let's see. Just got the stock store image now. I'll make a new one some point. Fender options. So front or no fenders. I had to separate them in Blender anyway, so I figured I might as well make them an option. Weight bracket, 225 all the way up to 945. They don't do anything right now, but they will. I just haven't had a chance to script all that yet. It's got some errors. I believe they're related to the loader stuff, so we'll look at that. But T5 100, T5 120, and the 120 Eco Tune, just for a little bit more horsepower. Wheels, I chose these wheels. These are the closest ones to the real T5. I personally like how they look. I don't think I'm going to change them. I was going to holler at Brad from NEFG Modding and see if he'd let me use his Firestones, but I'm just gonna roll with these. I like how they look. If you guys don't like how they look, let me know. But I personally like these. So, all right. So, wheel weights, wide tires, and wheel weights, which are the most common ones you see around here at least. Neighbor up the road, he's got a T5 120. It's got the wide tires and wheel weights on it. Let's see. Normal loader. I think that's where my error is right there. Yep. And the Allo console, which is the most common. It's a Swedish manufacturer, but it's the most common loader console you see on most tractors, with the CNH brush guard too. Nice good text messages right in the middle of things. Alright, let's see, that's all for now. Like I said, it's going to have a ton of options. This is probably why it's not going to come to console, because there's going to be a lot of add config scripting on it. So, farm equipment wise, that's the only thing I've got updates on right now. So, full FL70 day cab. It's going to come in this configuration. So, single axle with steel wheels. It'll be, I'll just show you in the store. Probably easier than explain that. No store image yet, it needs some work. So, it comes in a consolidated freightways, just for paint scheme, you know. With the CF decals an option, that's the only option. You can add your own. There's planes in there to do that. So, hood mirrors, no hood mirrors. You can just muffler, which the rain cap's not animated. It will be. Let's see, light wheels and Alcoas. Of course, you know I like color options. So. I have a plethora of them. I promise I don't have COVID. It's just freaking allergies kicking my ass. So bumper colors, you get a ton of those. You get a ton of fuel tank colors. It's whatever combination you want. And frame colors. Kind of like that. Looks pretty cool. So this one's going to be single axle only because these are small city type trucks and they're not like, I've not seen any tandem axle personally, so. But it'll get a grain bed option, so I just got to make this frame stretch it out just a little bit and add a grain bed to it, which will be actually scripted into it. So interior looks horrible right now. It's just the basic shell, just the dash and seats. It needs some work, a lot of work. Yeah. Of course, there's the forage harvester. It's been released now. Opening doors. Like, it's kind of one of those things like, what? This on console? Well, now you know. Anyway. Try to run through this. This is the new Cascadia day cab. What is that blue arrow? Oh, I guess I set it up for Courseplay. I've actually never used Courseplay. I don't even know why I have it. I never use it. Alright, so run through the options real quick on this. It's the 116, so it's the short nose day cab. So nobody makes this model, so I actually had to make this in Blender. It's kind of a kit bash, if you will. It's kind of like if you've ever built a plastic model, you know, you take like 15 different model kits and you just use different parts from each, and that's kind of what I did with this one. So shorten the nose up, added this raised area to the hood, I extended all this down so it actually matched up, everything lined up, fenders, all that stuff. So you got all the trim levels you can get from Freightliner. I went through Freightliner's building price and looked at those. So all the standard, the black grill, elite, chrome grill, and mirror caps. And then of course you get fairings. So you get tanks or steps and you get fairings. And there's a ton of options. Good looking little truck. Let's see. Headache rack, I have a Merit headache rack that is color matched. Alright, so XPO Logistics. What color? What was that? Maverick. Swift. Yeah, RLJ Thompson. I believe they're out of Concord, Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. I see them on the interstate a lot, so. Color matched everything. Plastic fenders, chrome fenders. I get an option from Merit half fenders, but I don't have them with the single axle, so I'll show you that. But we'll go through the wheel options. Single, the says no errors here, is not. Okay. Single axle with the arrow caps, arrow covers, or arrow caps with the front covers. Super singles, front and covers, those Alcos, just a ton of wheel options. And there's the Merit half fenders. I'll go back to that real quick. So you get the normal fenders. There's the tag axle. Full fenders, half fenders. The Merit fenders, diamond plated chrome. Same wheel options, arrow caps, super singles, Which are a little bit oversized. I actually need to look at those. Go back, I might need to rescale those before I release this thing. No hubs. All hubs. And then that's the tandem axle, and you get tag axle. It's the first one I've done with the tag axle. I had to have a lot of help with it. Jeremy Hall from Half-Ass Modding helped me out, getting everything animated and getting error free, and it works fine now. So exhaust options, bumper guard, DD13 all the way to DD16, so 655 horsepower tuned. Slate gray or saddle tan on the interior. Like I said, you get a Merit headache rack, and you get the heavy haul option, which is oversized load banner. You get the lighting package, is a light bar, extra work lights, LED strobes on the headache rack and on the front grille. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's see. I had to take a phone call, so I had to kind of stop here. Being an adult is busy. Okay, so anyway, Merit half fenders and Merit full fenders, and then you get the plastic fenders with the Merit fenders and the chrome ones, both the full and the half. That looks pretty sick, honestly. I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks good. Alright, so let's do a heavy haul. Here's the one with the Merit rack. Tag axle goes up and down. Works perfectly, and it's actually useful, like when you're actually pulling a heavy piece of equipment, like combine or whatever. It actually works really good. It does distribute that weight really good. Of course, the interior is fully UDIM and everything. Has automatic running lights for special vehicles. DD15 sound. I guess probably sounds really familiar to you Euro guys that run Mercedes-Benz trucks. And so here's the heavy haul. Same thing with it. Working tag axle. The whole thing actually works. The airbags inflate and deflate. Huge shout out to Jeremy Hall for that. And there is the lighting package. Work lights work as well. 650 horsepower engine. You shouldn't have any issues pulling anything with this. So. Not a large car, but she gets the job done. Yeah, it's cool. As you can see, the fuel tank looks good. Before, when I tried to put this thing under it, like the freaking drum was sticking out the side of the cover of this one. What do I want to review next? We'll come to those. Alright, it's Freightliner Classic. See the Joker configurations here, purple and green. It needs some work. It's a Hum 3D model, so it doesn't have an interior. I got it in game. Did my part of the blender work, so to speak. I did UDIM on it. All the static lights, with the exception of the headlights, those are from the in-game headlight or light library, I should say. All the mirrors and everything. You see, it's gorgeous. I love these trucks. I always did like a classic. When my dad was on the road, he loved classics. And there's like no classics in game. There's only classic XLs. Well, actually, not in Farming Simulator at all. Now that I think about it, there's only FLD 120. This is the FLD 120 Classics. It's the FLD 132 is the Classic XL. But it's one of the best static light jobs I've ever done. Let's see, full LED turn signals, flashers. I mean, like a Christmas tree. It's perfect. Let's see, LEDs there. Just gorgeous truck. Run through the options in it real quick. It's, like I said, Half-Ass Monty's got a hold of it right now. He's going to put some, or put a longer frame on it, and give it a day cab option. It's a flat top option right now. But frame colors, fender colors, body colors. The fenders aren't like, they don't look that good right now, but they will eventually. He's also given us the Freightliner slot wheels. Bumper lights or no bumper lights. Of course, why would you not want bumper lights on one of these? I mean, seriously. Flatbed rack, heavy duty rack. You get left or right or both hood mirrors. It's going to get some better little options in these. As you see, it will have 6C15 cat, 6NZ sounds. And it will have Series 60 Detroit sounds as well. It's kind of like my Cascadia body, old body style Cascadia that has the multiple sounds. This one's gonna have multiple sounds as well. Let's see what else we can do real quick. I had a Ford sitting here. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, so we covered this Cascadia. We'll look at this Benson flatbed real quick. All right. The sprayer is not mine. I believe it's Devo Media. But I modeled the sprayer cradle in Blender. It is color select. I'll show you that real quick. But UDIM, with the exception of the decals and the wood. Detailed, very detailed model. Really nice. Didn't really take me that long to get it in game. But like those 3 lights right there, I made those. And there's a lot of things to separate, so it actually looks halfway decent because most of it was just decals. Or UV mapping, I should say. Anyway, we'll look at it in store. So this is what it looked like in store. I'll have this icon here. I couldn't get the icon generator to work, so I actually had to make my own from scratch. Kind of like, you know, take a picture of it in here and then load it into paint.net and delete all this around it. So this is what it looks like in store. You can have toolbox or no toolbox. Looks good either way. Sprayer cradle. There's the collisions on it. What the hell all them lights were, but okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix those. Color options. Like I said, the sprayer cradle does change color. Just whatever colors you want, whatever you like. I need to fix those landing gears so they change colors too. It's air free. It is auto load too. Forgot to mention. wheels change color. At least these wheels do. I'll show you what I mean by that. You can have the steel wheels that you can paint, like those, or you can have super singles or Alcoa hubs and no hubs. Something different, you know. I think there's a Fontaine that Farm Sim World did in game, so this would be something a little bit different. So excited about it. Spray cradle works fine. So that's done. Now I don't know what the heck I did with that Ford. I had a Ford truck somewhere. Where'd I put it? That's not it. There's the Coronado. That's in the group. It's got a little bit. That Ford. Anyway, I'll buy another one. Wish it was like that in real life. You know, just like, yeah, I'll just buy another one. That's fine. I lost it. That's screw it. I'll just buy another one. Anyway, this one I need to. God, really need to work on this one. You saw this in the last one of these videos that I did, but I have honestly not touched it since then. So it needs a hell of a lot of work before it's good to go. This one, I don't know when in the world I'll get this one finished. Hopefully not long, but we'll see. But I gotta fix the center of gravity. I've gotta fix everything on it, pretty much. So that wasn't the right color. There we go. But sleeper, day cab, and AR frame, which I'll add a tag axle to it. I do have the HD rack on there, so I can't remember. No, I don't have it color select yet, but I'll add that before it's released. It's a Columbia fairing for the day cab. It still isn't color select either, but you know, we'll get there. Chrome visor, drop visor, fenders. I gotta fix the translations on all those so they actually cover the wheels and not never hear a BFE somewhere. Of course, you know, the grills, honeycomb, Columbia mesh, and all that stuff. It's gonna get C15 cat sounds and Detroit Series 60 sounds. So now for that Ford I was talking about, where is it? There it is. 98 Louisville LT 9513. This was the poll winner on Patreon when I first made my Patreon. It's not in beta yet. It's not close yet. This particular truck, trying to keep my options realistic, but I want a dump bed, a silage bed, and grain bed. Instead of doing an AR frame, I'm actually scripting everything. And I think that's it on that one. Of course, there's not many options on it right now. Stainless chrome and black bumper. Headache racks. I'll probably do the Ace box that I have now. I've got an Ace box. I've got a toolbox that I got put on there. There's a cast wheels, steel wheels, and Alcoas, and heavy duty wheels that I made. In 14 Cummins sounds. I'll just go ahead and buy one. Jeez. if you got the FL112, then you'll know what this sounds like. But this is going to be part of a Ford and Sterling DLC. The Sterling will be the A9500 Sterling, and it's probably going to get a log bed and maybe a flatbed. I haven't really decided what else yet, but single, tandem, and tri and tag axle. This one's going to get tandem, triaxle, and tandem with tag axle. It's the Lizard interior. I kind of like it. I may keep it, but I may mess with it in Blender, see what I can do with it. Expect this one. I'm not saying expect it. I'm hoping to be done with everything on it by the winter. So,
alright, so like I said, winter, spring, sometime in there. Because I want to do the Sterling too. I know McLean Modding I think's doing Sterling, but I think he's gonna keep it on Patreon. I'm not sure on that. Anyway, on to these. Which one did I tip? I tipped that one. The Dockers, the grain train. You don't see these around here very often. Actually, I don't think I've seen any of these in person. I think these are more of a Canadian thing. The field planes are okay. I used the pace setter. The pace setter that custom did as a template. But I added back in. I had to add back in half the scripting for the dual hoppers, because those are only single hoppers and these are dual. I saw these on Turbo Squid and I was like, I gotta get those. Those are really unique and they're not really out any in game. There's a full size like legacy trailer, tandem axle, or it might be triple axle in game. But the double trailers, this is one of these in game. No options yet. I'm debating on what kind of options I want. It is gonna have the swoosh on the side. GV from over at GMYK Modding, or GMYK Emergency Vehicles, I should say, he's doing the UV mapping for those for me, so I'm not good at UV mapping. UDIM is where I'm really good at, but UV mapping's not my strong suit. I'll look at it as connection hoses, you're welcome. Anyway, it's just plain old steel wheels. I like how they look, but several different color options for them. I just like white myself, or gunmetal, which you can have matching. to our color options. Eventually, the covers will be color optional or color configurable, as well as these fenders. But that's it in a nutshell. Kind of a unique mod. Got them mirror free now, got them working perfectly, so I just got to put some finishing touches on them and hopefully have them out pretty soon. If not, we'll just say that Christmas is going to be lit for a lot of you guys out there that like my mods. So, alright, I think I think I might be done. I can't think of any other mods that I've been working on. It went pretty quick. Huh. I guess I'm done. Interesting. But here's what it looks like with the whole gunmetal top setup, which I think looks cool. It matches this little black Freightliner perfectly. Field planes, let's see if I can get up in here. They're not perfect, but they work. I mean, you get the idea of it. I mean, does anybody really pay that much attention to, oh, it's just not like, conforming to the corrugated steel or whatever? Nobody really does that. If you do, then you need to get a life. But anyway. Let's see, yep, cover the T5, cover the new Combine, cover the new Daycap Cascadia. No release date of yet, but this will be the next release that I do publicly. So expect that anytime. I haven't decided exactly when I want to release it just yet, but it will be released publicly. Ooh, I know I gotta rescale those. I don't know what in the world happened to those wheels, but they look stupid. That's probably why the fenders on those look goofy, so we gotta fix those. Anyway, guys, let's see. Is that all? Have I covered everything? Yeah. So, everything that's in game at least. I covered the step deck that I'm working on. I'm waiting to see what happens with the no, that wasn't everything. I forgot the Kenworth. Duh. Let's go back. The step deck. Yeah, hopefully I'll have it in game soon. And there's a secret project that I'm working on. It's not the Stack Cruiser because that's not a secret anymore. The only thing I'm saying is if the Combine goes through Giants and gets on the official Mod Hub, I'll reveal it. But the only thing I will say is, like, every time I get asked, is this truck coming to console? Well, you get the idea. We'll just leave it at that. When you have like 3,000 mods, it takes forever to load a game. Like I still play on Ravenport. I have my main save game on Ravenport, and it takes that main save game that I played on for a whole year, like 30 freaking minutes to load. Where'd I put it? Is it here? No, there it is. Yeah. It's an odd looking Freightliner, isn't it? Kenworth T660. Aero cab sleeper. It's a Turbo Squid model. I didn't rip it from an American Truck Simulator mod. It's an actual Turbo Squid model that I purchased. I've got that one light right there. I don't know what it is, but that's what's shining, and it's not actually scripted. Some of the lights need work. You got main colors. You can have any color you want. I'm having issues with my add config scripting, so I can't get this this frame's changed color for some reason. And I'm also missing my exhaust pipes. I'm supposed to have a straight pipe option, but I don't have it. So, Merit rag. It's heavy duty rag. I'll give it the Merit fenders as well. And I'll probably do some sort of fancy little bar through here too. Let's see. That's it on options, but the sounds, it's got deleted Cummins ISX sounds. And it sounds pretty damn good. So, I'll go ahead and fire it up here. It's got the door ding and everything, so it's really realistic. Before I fire it up, because you might not be able to hear me, fully detailed ISX Cummins with an animated engine fan. Took me forever to get that to work right. Here we go. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't know what happened. I was in the middle of testing that Kenworth, trying to finish up this video, and the computer decided it was gonna blue screen on me. I guess that's what I get for driving a Kenworth. I think the fact that I had my fans on silent mode instead of turbo mode might have had something to do with that. I'll finish testing this. Or I'll just go over this Kenworth again real quick and we'll wrap this video up. I'll see the background. This is the Western Star 49X from American Truck Simulator. This is the CF Skin double transmission from Steam Workshop. Okay. Alright, Bessie. Let's try not to blue screen this time. I just got a 9900K. Had issues with my 8700K Intel processor, and Intel gave me a refund for it, so I ended up buying a 9900K so I didn't have to buy another motherboard. But by the way this thing's acting, I cannot get it stable to save my life. I might end up buying another motherboard. Because I'm running it at, I am overclocked, but I'm running at 5 gigahertz, which is what it's supposed to run at, but it's just like, it's not overheating like my 8700K was. It's just like it just randomly crashes and randomly blue screens just without any warning. It's almost like it's a memory issue or something. Anyway, let's go back to what we were doing with this so you can actually hear this thing again. that's it this time. Thank y'all for watching. If my microphone says it's reverbing or something, I don't exactly know what's wrong with it. I got it to where it actually records my voice without me having to holler into it, so I don't know, but it works at least. But yeah, full lights. I haven't really decided what other options I want to do to it, but probably a chrome bumper or drop visor. Definitely stacks and one of them fancy bar things in the back. And that's probably it. I love these trucks. For it to be a Kenworth. This and the 680. I like both those trucks. Nothing wrong with the W9, but it's kind of like a 389. Everybody has one. I always like the Anteater Aero style trucks. So, but yeah, side fairings and roof fairings, full Aero cab look. I actually really like that. I probably didn't cover that one in the last one. It's gonna get better wheels. It's just a stand-in for right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video is kind of chopped together. Technical difficulties and phone calls and just, yeah, it's been interesting, but at least we got it done. And I hope to see you guys next time. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And there'll be more content in the future. I just got, well, a couple months ago, just got a new desk and a whole new setup and some aesthetic upgrades and some internal upgrades to my PC, and I'll go over those and some other things. Kind of something a little bit not farm sim related so much, but more tech related, I guess, if you will. Kind of review of this desk that I have now. But I am on Patreon. If you want to support me, I mean, I would be happy to have you aboard. There's a Discord. You can chat with me directly. Certain tiers I'll help you with mods. There's a lot of benefits to being on Patreon with me. And follow us on Facebook. Like and follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on everything going on. Right now, Patreon's the best way to stay up to date with everything that's going on, because it's just, I have that Discord server, and it's so much quicker and easier for me to respond to things on there and tell everybody what's going on than just make a Facebook post about it. It's just easier for me just to blurb a few things out of Discord from my Patreon and just go on. Like and follow our YouTube channel, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to try to keep growing this channel as time goes on. Hopefully it'll be a decent channel one day. We've only got 65 subscribers right now, so get the word out that I am on YouTube, and hope to make more content in the future. And hopefully to fix this freaking microphone. This is a Corsair Void headset that I have. This is a $120 headset, so it's a wireless one. And so I would have expected this to do better, but here we are. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. This is Wayne from Whiskey Sierra. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. This is Wayne from Whiskey Sierra Modding. We'll see y'all next time.